Hello, this is episode 2 of the JoJolanders. We're here with chapter 34, Usagi, Fraud and Suspicion, part 2. So we read the chapter, obviously. Last chapter was we had like been introduced to Act 2 of the JoJolands. We just started it, and Usagi had his mom had been scammed, right? And something's going on with them. They're in some sort of. They seem to be in some sort of like trance.
Yeah, I'd say they're like just walking around aimlessly.
Yeah. Like clearly they're following some sort of like direction, but it's like Usagi said, it's like they don't like have any contact devices on them. They're not even like panicked. It seems.
No.
Like they're just following directly.
Like following some kind of directions.
Yeah. But starting off with this start of this chapter, we kind of get like a up to speed thing about like them following their trail. And this is where like this thing goes, where it's like, they left pretty casually on the bus stop and all that. No, not really panicked at all.
Walking normally.
Yep. I like that Meryl May is on video call with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's obviously they've had video calls for a while, but it's just all the modern stuff in JoJolands always throws me off a bit.
FaceTime.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, I mean, we just get like a whole like rundown of them, how they've already like tracked down where they've went based on like security cameras on buses and all that. So I can only assume Meryl May used like her connections.
Probably.
I mean, that's the only thing that really.
Dirty cop.
Nah, I don't think that. Well, maybe. I'm sure she seems to be a well-connected woman, so she probably just like was like, "Hey, tell me where these people went."
Yeah.
So they're talking about. Let's see here. So yeah, talking about traced him to this Max guy's house, where they've been staying there the past 2 days.
He runs a nursing home business. That's wild.
True. Yeah. I forgot about that, especially from what we see of this Max guy.
Yeah.
Later. I mean, it makes me think of Better Call Saul with the nursing home and all that.
Yeah.
Old folks home.
Scamming all the old people.
Yeah, I don't know. Was he scamming them?
Well, he was taking their money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was actually. It's been a while, but yeah, that's what it made me think of. But yeah. So then, like, Paco asks, he's like, "Hey, you ever heard of this Max guy?" Which is honestly a pretty fair question to ask. Like, "Hey, has your mom ever mentioned a Max guy?"
Yeah.
And Usagi gets just really. I mean, he's already pretty like.
Upset.
Yeah, understandably so. And then he just like goes on this tangent about how he's never heard of Max. He doesn't, him and his, he doesn't care about like his mom's love life or anything. He's just really concerned about why his mom's doing this. How she's like, which is again brings up the question. It's like he's like, why would she do this? Why not just like, they already took the money. Why would she even like agree to do this?
Right.
And
then he's worried about his sister because she can't walk that far.
Yep, because she needs a cane and she has like a muscle disease. And I have that same thought too, like last chapter, where it's like, I get stealing the $300,000, but how the hell did like they talk his mother, who we learn is named Allison, how the hell did they talk Allison into like signing away her daughter's organs? Especially since Tori seems like to be the one, her favorite,
Yeah.
Like, that seems really, really fishy,
And what are they going to use the organs for?
Right. Although I think in this chapter, I just thought of this. I think maybe that it's not about selling the organs. It's about turning Tori, as they say, into something of value. Because now that they have this contract, Tori can be viewed
as
valuable. So maybe this person has a lava rock. And that's how they're drawing Tori and them in.
Could be.
Because, well, obviously, Allison would probably follow wherever Tori went.
Right.
And Tori is probably just being drawn to the lava rock this scammer has. That's my thought, actually. I just thought about that.
Yeah. Possibility there.
Yeah, but then that also is like... Because we saw with the lava rock, they had to, like, get close to the object they wanted to acquire.
Right.
Which means that maybe like Tori and Allison met this person at some point.
Yeah. That'd be true.
Maybe. You know what? I am really liking this like plot line that Araki has for Act 2. It's been really good so far. This chapter as well. I was kind of worried this would be more like almost like a setup chapter kind of.
Yeah.
Almost just like getting us kind of into like the setup. I guess it is like a setup for a stand fight, it seems, but
Well, yeah.
But yeah, we get to Max's house. I gotta mention this. Oh wait, maybe yeah, I gotta mention this when they get to Max's house and like Dragona, Usagi's really just like freaking the hell out, and Dragona has to like literally tell Jodio to like console him.
Yeah.
Because Jodio was just not doing it.
And he goes there.
Yeah.
As little as possible.
Yeah. I love how Jodio's kind of returned to this more like. Araki's showing his like his antisocialness again.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get in there and Meryl like warns them. It's like, hey, we don't know if they're in there. There's no street cameras that we can access or anything. And then they get there and Jodio notices that the property, Max's place, has a camera.
Yeah. Well, Jodio has to be told to go with.
Yep. He probably didn't want to go with them, but Meryl told him to.
Right.
So Usagi gets up there and he just starts banging on the door and all that. Now, this is interesting because obviously, okay, so I guess they get into the house and they notice Max's corpse.
But before they
I know. I want to lay the scene though real quick.
Okay.
They get in there and they see his corpse and they're like, it looks self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Jodio doesn't know because none of them are doctors, but like that's the best you can really assume. But we get up to the house.
And
there's like broken plates. There's a struggle. There's signs of a struggle.
Water running.
Yeah. So like it, and they said that Allison and Tori left 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So at some point, someone, maybe the scammer, maybe someone who works for the scammer, probably.
But my thing is, when they come in,
right,
it looks like a shadow standing.
Right. Jodio's looking through the window.
Yes.
And he sees that like the silhouette dash, and it looks like the silhouette has like a cane of something, or like a gun, maybe like a rifle.
Either that or a sword. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. But clearly there seems to be some sort of a struggle that went down.
Yep.
Or at least some sort of like shock, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really curious as to like what the hell happened here.
Yeah, me too. And Usagi's putting his hands all over the door frame or doorknob.
Right. Banging on it, and then the door's unlocked as well.
Yeah.
So like, and also as we saw 2 hours ago, they left. I'm trying to see. I guess do some forensics here. I guess we can't really tell how much time has passed between like when like the plates and stuff might have fell, and
But there's more than one plate.
True. Because I was thinking it's like because again we see that Tori and Allison are not like bothered by anything.
No.
They seem just as calm as ever. So and then of course we get in here and we see the corpse of this Max guy. Assumedly it's Max. I guess we don't know, right?
We don't know for sure.
It could be like someone came to visit. That was wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Could just be.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Or they were maybe he was being robbed.
Oh, true. Maybe like robbing them, and then this Max guy killed this dude.
Yeah, could be.
Either I am so surprised at how gruesome this chapter got. Araki loves his body horror.
Yeah.
He always has. But I was just so surprised to see this like detailed like drawing of like an obliterated skull,
Yeah.
like
half the face.
Yeah, holy shit. That's brutal, Araki. I mean, there again a lot of brutal stuff, but I can't. Even like the like gunshots in Steel Ball Run, I don't remember being this. Oh wait, during like the casino shootout, during like Sugar Mountain.
Yeah.
With Tattoo You.
Yeah.
Some of those were pretty brutal.
Yeah. They were.
It feels like it's been a while since we've had like
Brutal.
something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so understandably, everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
And they assume that he did it himself.
Right. I mean, honestly, what are you supposed to assume?
Yeah.
That's the best you can really get. Anything else would just be pure conjecture. But yeah, Jodio checks everywhere, and he doesn't see any computers, which is a bit weird because this is like 2023,
Yeah.
right? And this Max guy runs a nursing home business,
Right.
which means he probably needs to have some sort of way for like his employees to communicate with him.
Yeah, I would agree.
So so the theory that like someone maybe left with Allison and Tori or like led them there, maybe they like if it's Max
But
or
there
whoever
was no one
on the camera.
on the camera.
True. Well, I don't know. Maybe the person in the house that Jodio saw like took all the computer stuff.
Could have been.
Maybe. Because even then, you see like a panel there with like a desk. You know,
Yeah.
obviously you don't need to have
empty, but-
you don't need to have a computer on a desk, but still, like in the modern era, it's really weird that there wouldn't.
There isn't.
And Max doesn't look old. You know, oh he I mean he looks somewhat aged, like maybe like in his like 30s or something. Because he kind of looks like that cop from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Of JoJolands, but he doesn't look like he's so old he wouldn't have a computer, you know.
Right. I agree with that.
But yeah, so many questions about what went down here. I wonder if this is going to be like a major like thing that gets revealed in this arc about what happened here.
And I wonder if they wiped off Usagi's friends.
Oh, definitely not. Well, I don't know. I wonder if like Paco could do something about. Whoa. Dragona.
Yeah.
With smooth operators.
Good.
Yeah. Smooth operators could definitely just pull prints off.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Change things around.
Yeah. But Usagi, understandably, is still freaking out.
Yep.
And then I almost like freaked out here for a second because obviously Usagi like instantly goes to get the cameras on the house
Yep.
to check to see where they went. And I thought he did that without a command at all. But then I realized Merome specifically told him, I want you out of that house now. Get going and return back here. Oh, wait, she says that. And then she also says...
Because he wants to something about cameras.
Okay, she doesn't say, I want you to check the nearby cameras,
It
but
says
she does
Usagi,
say...
you check the
Yeah,
nearby
she did like
cameras.
order him.
Yeah.
So maybe that still like fulfills it, you know? Like just the implication that she wants him to go check those
Right.
cameras.
But he's so upset. He
Yeah.
can't leave.
Yeah, he's freaking out, and obviously they're talking about that, wondering like why they don't have any contact stuff on them at all. Why nothing that they can even like track,
Right.
or even like they just have his mom Allison just has a suitcase with
Yeah.
whatever in it, probably money.
And Tori just
That's
says
probably
her
what's in it. It's
cameras.
probably like three. Oh wait, no, maybe it could be like the $300,000 of money.
It could be.
Because it looks like the only thing they have is like the clothes on their backs
Yeah.
and like Tori's cane, so she can walk still.
Yeah.
And then we get a crazy bombshell here
Yeah.
that Usagi is bisexual,
Well.
and that his mom put him in like a correctional facility
Yeah.
for it. I assume, obviously, probably because she wanted him to not be bisexual. Probably was wanting him to be straight, or like
That
a
could
like a
be.
conversion type of thing. Either that, or Usagi says had a crush on a guy friend from another school. I mean, I like girls too, but in the end, everyone said no, and I ended up alone.
And when he talked to his mom about it,
Yeah.
she stuck him in the correctional institute.
And ever since then, my mom has acted cold towards me about me and been all about my little sister. Okay, because I was about to say maybe I'm misinterpreting it as like maybe she put him in there for depression, but I feel like you would not be like super cold against your kid for being depressed.
I don't think so.
No, so I do think it's probably because like he's not straight, or not, like, he's bisexual, he's into
Yeah.
girls, but like maybe she was like, I can't support you being even partially gay.
Yeah.
But this is a crazy revelation.
Right.
It was temporary, so I'm not really sure, like,
But he can't let
maybe
go of that fact.
maybe it was depression, and so he was let out after he was like, not cured, was able to handle the depression and stuff
Right.
like that. But just because he was gay, she never really like felt the same about him.
Could be.
And switched her priorities to Tori.
Yeah. I can see that's what Usagi thinks, but we don't know because we don't have Allison's side.
True. I don't. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Because like, the only thing we've seen of Allison is that she's just kind of, as kind as I can be, kind of an idiot.
Well, yeah.
Falling for the tech scam and all that.
Right.
So maybe she's like pretty. I mean, maybe she's just not very. Could be she's not very into computers, or maybe she's just like not a very like
She's
modern.
computer illiterate.
Maybe she's not a very like modern person.
Yeah, could
Maybe
be.
she has like a lot more traditional values, which include like disliking non-straight.
She has a certain standard that she thinks should be the way things are, maybe.
Potentially. I assume maybe we'll get more elaboration on it. Maybe once we get like face to face with Allison.
Yeah.
Because I assume that'll be like a big moment of this arc. Is like when Usagi reunites with
Right.
Allison, or at least Tori. Who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They find out that on the other side of this forest is a zoo, so they're going to go check to see if if the zoo has any evidence of them being there. And then we flash back to the conversation with Rohan at the end of chapter 33 that we had.
Yeah.
I assume shortly after Jodio said that he's an ally, and
Yeah.
so Jodio tells him that it deteriorated, and Rohan kind of goes on this like.
Wants to know.
Well, Rohan goes on this explanation of like how he found them first of all,
Right.
which honestly, I think the explanation they gave feels pretty
I just
good.
can't see. So, he said the cats brought them.
Right, you remember those cats from way beginning with the
Yeah.
string tails and all that?
Yeah. They were at the beginning when they went over to the house.
Yeah. I thought they were. We were told they were like Charming Man's cats, but maybe these aren't. I mean, they're a breed of cat. Maybe those ones aren't necessarily specifically Charming Man's.
Right.
But yeah, Rohan said he was like searching for
And
paint
then-
supplies, like to make his own paint and all that stuff.
Right.
Which is a pretty Rohan thing to do. To just be like, I want to try making art with like my own handcrafted supplies.
Right.
And then he noticed the cats were like playing with the lava rocks.
Right. They were rolling them around.
Right. Yeah. And that's when he found out. He said, by pure coincidence, I noticed that dollar bills I dropped were drawn and gathered around those rocks.
Why was he dropping dollar bills?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
I mean, like, was Rohan just pulling out his wallet for all of Hawalai to see? Right. But I mean, I guess maybe. I mean, he's a JoJo character. JoJo characters are stupidly perceptive. Yeah, he just dropped a dollar bill on accident and noticed, that's weird. It landed directly on this rock they're playing with.
So then he decides to toss more money at him.
Yeah.
Or up in the air.
And just kind of verify. I mean, Rohan is a naturally like curious person as well. So it's not that out of the ordinary. I'm just trying to think if this feels like a good enough explanation for like why Haller hasn't found them.
Right.
Or his family hasn't for like the longest time.
But he knows why Jodio needs another one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think Jodio told him basically. Well, he tells him actually soon, but yeah. Rohan kind of astutely guesses that if Jodio's calling him,
there's a reason.
Yeah. So Jodio just tells him straight up, yeah, I need a new one.
Yeah.
And he wants Rohan to tell him where he found it.
Right. And of course.
Although I think, I guess the North Slope of Hawalai is just a big area.
Mm-hmm.
So
but of course, Rohan wants payment for it.
maybe I don't think he really wants payment. Okay, well
What does he get out of it?
yeah, but
What can you do for me?
so he does. Well, I mean, if you remember from part 4, I know this is a different Rohan technically.
Yeah.
But like, if you remember from part 4, Rohan really valued like getting raw stories, you know, because he wanted inspiration for his manga.
For his manga.
And that's what he says here in that last panel. He's like, I'm a mangaka, so tell me an entertaining story.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe that's what he wants. Yeah. Although I could also see him being like, give me a little something, something. I mean, it doesn't seem, he doesn't seem like the type of guy to really do that, but, because he already makes enough money as it is.
Well, that's true.
I love how he's like, I like you, but he's also like, don't give me that shit, you little thief.
Yeah.
To Jody, because Jodio's just an ass. He's just like, I'll be your biggest fan forever.
Yep.
I love how God, I just love Jodio as a protagonist. He's super entertaining. For like you think about all the JoJos before him, and he's just such a different personality from all of them. I love it so much. Totally. But yeah, so you know, Jodio explains about how they're the ones who sunk the mega yacht, which obviously probably would have been like big news. Right. I don't know if it would have been international, but I assume Rohan just keeps up with news in general because he wants to travel places. So they talk about this concept of like the money's weight. Yeah. So he talks about when it comes to money, Rohan says when it comes to money, the larger the amount you get your hands on,
the heavier it feels.
Right. What sort of weight does it have? That's what I'm asking you. Something happened to you kids. I'm sure of it. And it must be the fault of that money you got your hands on. That's why you called me, isn't it? So that's what I'm wondering. Because Jodio then tells him, you know, they're the ones who sunk the boat and all that stuff. And he said, we're in a situation involving 300,000. It might seem unrelated to everything at first glance, but you could also look at it as us having an enemy coming after us. Right. You could call that the money's weight. So the weight of $50 billion is to have an enemy coming after you. Yeah. It's almost like, yeah. It's interesting that they go about talking about it like this, though. You know. Yeah, that's kind of different. Maybe it's like maybe this is like touching upon like a new idea around kind of JoJolands' focus around like value and wealth is the weight of that wealth. You know. Right. But so they talk about that, and then Jodio's like, you know, tell us the location, please. If we have the lava rock, we can track them down. Which, yeah, they could. Yeah. And then I can't tell if Rohan gives it to him. Because it seems like Rohan, like, hangs up on him. Because in this final panel, he, like, has his thumb on his chin and all that.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and his other arm is down at his side. So he can't have an arm holding his phone up. Unless he's using like, Heaven's Door to do it. But I don't think he is. We can't see his other ear. But, right. I mean, both of his hands are occupied.
Well, some people hold their...
like
with their ear.
Oh, right, with like their shoulder up right against their ear. True, but it doesn't
look like that.
Yeah, he looks pretty relaxed. Yeah. So maybe he did give him the location, and this will be revealed later, right. Or maybe he just hung up on him. I don't know. But yeah, we flash back to the zoo, and then.
Is that the suitcase?
No, it looks like. Oh, it looks like a water fountain. Okay. Like a drinking fountain. And then Usagi, now I wonder if this is part of that stand ability that we seem to be seeing here at the end. He sees a branch, and he's like, that's the cane. Tori was using one of it, isn't it? And then they're just like, that's just a branch that fell off the tree. Right. And then they're like, we're going to split up and search, which is obviously, you know, fine. And then Usagi sees the security guard, goes up to him and starts asking him if they've seen his, you know, mom and sister. Right. And then the guard tells him, points him where to go, and then instantly transforms into the dead stranger in Max's house.
The security guard says they sure look sad, though. The mother was sobbing.
Really crying her eyes out. And then she was crying while she, had relations
Last night.
with him next to her sleeping daughter. And then, but like instantly, you can tell like it's the dead stranger because part of his face is missing.
Yep.
And Usagi, naturally, she said she'd had such a difficult birth, but her eldest son wasn't a man. Now I'm wondering if this is like, what am I trying to think of? Kind of like Civil War. Remember from Civil War from Part 7? Maybe it's because Steel Ball Run's about to come out, but I'm thinking of...
Yeah, could be.
You remember Civil War where it was like guilt?
Yeah.
And all that were like the manifestation of their guilt?
Right.
I wonder if this is a kind of similar stand, but like kind of mixed with that like alleyway from Part 4, where you kind of turn around.
Right.
Because it seems like it's like poking at Usagi's insecurities. Calling him not a man.
Right.
Maybe because he, maybe
saying you looked back, didn't
yep.
you?
And then he like spears him in the side.
Right.
And then we get like a look out and we see that no one's there.
Yeah.
Paco's super confused.
Yeah.
Looking at Usagi, and then he appears again. I'm just gonna call him Max basically because we have no other name for him. Hey, why don't you look back one more time? Go on, look at my face. Egging him on, and Usagi does it. And starts being, like, dragged back into the alligator garden.
Yeah.
So, this stand ability, I'm getting, like, very much vibes that's, like, it's going to, like, really try and mess with you to get you to turn around. And once you do, it can, like, freely attack you or something.
Yeah, and do its will or whatever it wants to with you.
Yeah. It seems pretty simple, to be honest.
Yeah.
At least at first glance, which I mean, I guess I much prefer simple because I would like to see how Araki kind of plays with this.
But it does remind me of the Don't Look Back in 4.
Yeah, the alleyway.
Yeah.
I thought there was another like stand that messed around with like mine and stuff, but maybe I'm just thinking of Civil War over and over. Because the big Civil War vibes where it's like, Johnny had to like re-experience the memories of his like father and Danny and all that. And Gyra had to experience all the like steel balls he had thrown away, and Hot Pants had to experience the death of her brother.
Right.
So it's like that's the vibes I'm getting from them, with like a mixture of like it can actually like the memories can like, well, I guess they could attack you there, but stuff like that.
That's true. I mean,
this will be a really cool stand because at the very least we'll get like better insight into like our characters more.
Right.
Because now, assuming that's how it works, now we can already tell that Usagi has insecurities about his sexuality.
Yeah. And he has issues about wasn't a man.
Yeah.
Because
and goddamn, the way Araki draws this guy's face is just so brutal.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this is a good chapter.
Yeah.
I
liked it.
And no break, so we're gonna get one in April.
That'll be nice.
It will be nice. I said it last time, but I really like JoJolands. It's been really good. And Act 2 has been starting off really strong.
Yeah, I agree. I like JoJolands as well.
I'm looking forward to... I like this like mystery that we're going on of like, who is the scammer? What happened at the house? It feels like it does kind of feel like we're going through it really fast though. Like, we're already in the zoo. We're 2 hours, we're already at least 2 hours away from Tori and Allison right now.
Well, according to the security guard, it's only been 5 minutes since she went to the alligator garden.
Yeah, but that security guard is the stand ability. So I don't know how much I trust what he says. Right. I do trust Usagi's recording at the very least, which says that like, although I guess we don't know how long ago Usagi might have been affected by it.
Yeah, that could be.
Because, he did missee that branch as like Tori's cane, and they had to tell him that's just a branch, dude.
Yeah.
So maybe he's been like under the effects of it for a while.
Yeah, while they were traveling to the park.
Yeah, maybe. In which case, yeah, I'm going to work under the fact that they might be about 2 hours away from each other right now, which is still interesting because that feels very quick for what feels like the setup for like one of the main enemy of this act.
True.
I don't know. It's really fascinating though.
It is, and
I wonder. There's plenty of questions right now. Like, I wonder if this is Max. Is Max the dead guy, or is Max maybe the stand user?
I still can't see Max as runs the nursing home.
Yeah, like that guy that was on the couch and all that, as the one that runs the nursing home.
No, yeah, I just can't see him with the basketball shorts.
Wait a minute. A stand that plays on like your insecurities and like regrets and stuff like that, running a nursing home.
Yeah.
That could be that maybe Max is this stand user.
Could be.
And the guy on the couch was someone who knows who he was.
Yeah.
Huh.
Could be. I just don't see that guy as a.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is a great chapter, in my opinion. Another great chapter from JoJolands.
Yeah, and now another 30 days until.
Another 30 days, but at least we have the first episode of the Steel Ball Run anime tomorrow. That'll be awesome.
That will be good.
Okay, well, I think that's gonna end it here for this episode of the JoJolanders. If you stuck around, appreciate that.
Appreciate it very much.
I know we're really new to this whole chapter review thing, but yeah. Adios.
Bye.